I think one thing I realized when I went to Fire Island with my girlfriend, this is what I noticed, is that because I'm in a monogamous relationship, I'm not flirting with women, but with a man,
yeah,
I can
It's safe.
be flirtatious.
Yes.
I can touch. Sorry.
No. It's been a while since a man touched me like that. Bottom Nation, your favorite Gianmarco is back on the podcast.
It's gonna get such a quick bleep.
Yeah. No, you love him. You know him, you love him. He is the hottest special on the internet right now. He's blowing up. Gianmarco Soresi. Yeah, we do a great episode with him. He went to Fire Island with his gay friends, and he talks about the magic that he felt from the freedom of homosexuality. It's really good. He also talks about flirting with men and how it makes him feel. And I f***ed a witch, and it was bonkers. Really good stuff. Great episode. A classic, if you will. I think this will be a fan favorite. And then, as always, patreon.com/WHGS. You're getting 4 bonus episodes a month there, listener. A live stream of my weekly comedy show. Ad-free eps. Uncut eps. Is anyone doing what we're doing, Alex?
Hell no.
Hell no. But seriously, that's what keeps this podcast alive. Now more than ever, I think people need this kind of thing. So tell your friends, rate and review, share. And if you have $1, because we have a tier for that. If you have a spare $1 every month, give it to me. And I don't know, I'll shake my tits at you. I won't do that. I don't even do that for Jen. Listener, if you know me, you know I love my Helix mattress. And the reason I do is because I've always had trouble with sleep and chronic pain. But now that I'm on my Helix, and I've been on my Helix for a few years, I sleep like a baby. And right now, if you go to helixsleep.com/gaysex, you can get 25% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex for 25% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/gaysex.
I'm going to Gaydar after this.
You're doing it
Having a big
all.
gay
I'm doing
day.
all, and I was in Queerty this past weekend.
I haven't gotten that much gay press.
Yeah, I always worry about the blow. One day, I just feel like one day I'm going to overstep.
No, you're not.
No, I think you're good.
So I have an audition today, and it's a gay character, and there was a time that I remember I turned down an audition a while ago where it was like, it was supposed to be a flamboyant character, not just he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he's gay and and it's flamboyant.
Don't you think that's more your type?
For sure. And my defense is that
Isn't
my
that
defense is that if I can't play gay characters, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to play a character on TV.
I think that's a very valid defense
yeah, I think that's what it is.
because I can't play straight characters.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can play cop.
You could play cop.
I get called in for
Slickback
cop.
bun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you
other
could
than
play
cop,
like tomboy. Yeah, I think you're older than like the tomboy-esque.
yeah,
Right.
I've aged out of tomboy for sure.
Yeah,
But also,
yeah.
if you play tomboy, there's gonna be a scene where they put you in a dress.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine. It's because it's like it's not changing. When a gay person, I actually feel like the best thing a gay person can do is not come out. Like if they really want a career in Hollywood, the best thing they can do is not come out. I'm not
Retro.
even joking.
I mean, when you hear those rumors, whether it be Tom Cruise or other people, you're like, really? The whole time, even now? It makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
the movie stars, especially overseas, there's like certainly...
Look at the guys who do come out. They never work again. It's crazy.
Or they
And
become gay guy and everything.
they become gay guy and everything. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, maybe you shouldn't do it.
come out or to the party.
Either.
You don't think there's any world where I would do something that it would be like, okay, buddy, okay,
No, I think you have to commit a crime.
sure. I would have to commit a crime and then come out as
I
bi.
also love that I'm now a cancel coach for people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people regularly hit me up about this kind of thing. I think that like you really have to. It has to feel like people are catching you.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
controlling the narrative.
I think I
here.
know what it is. I do think I know what it is I would get comfortable enough to say the F word in a bit.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I also think you could get in trouble if
But
you
that,
played
but
like.
I'm saying that's what it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Then they go, whoa.
Even then, I'm not sure that a white cis straight guy can be truly canceled. Like I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, but
I'm
you'd have to
really not
pivot.
No,
sure.
but it's with the communities that you're
totally,
Yeah.
totally, yeah. I mean, you have liberal fans. A lot
Yeah.
of them.
I was watching. I mean,
You know things are going
Yeah.
well for someone when you're like, what's it gonna be?
what's it gonna be? What's
When
it gonna
you're
be?
going through the
Well,
Rolodex.
you try to be honest about like what you are on the way up. Like I thought I could get in trouble for I yell, I scream. Like if something goes wrong, I'm like fuck.
Yeah.
And someone will get it someday. Someone will see it. So I did it once. Went to get food. I was in a rush. Closed. Fuck. Someone said, "Are you a comedian?" And I said, "No." And I walked
Different
away.
guy.
Different guy. Different guy. I'm
I got
difficult.
in trouble
guy.
for screaming, so I totally understand.
But I tried like I try to say like in bits. I'm like I have a temper.
Yes, yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
lying about this.
yeah.
But they won't believe you. This is what they did to Mulaney.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But he didn't get canceled.
No, I know, but they got mad at him, is what I'm saying.
Case in point, they get mad at you, and
I
then they're like,
know.
"But
No,
I like his comedy."
But I like him.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the fan base. I was looking at
think
English
it-
Teacher. Do you know English Teacher?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, a great show. And in a way, it's like I see it. It's definitely like a queer comedy. It's amazing. It's got teeth.
Yeah.
And I go, the community, a big chunk of community that I do think would love this show is not going to get past the
sexual
accusation.
assault?
Yeah.
The sexual assault.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's that weird mix
Isn't
where
it doing
per
well,
your
that
point.
show?
I mean, it's still on the air,
They're
but who
doing
knows?
it, yeah.
It's impossible to tell what's doing well anymore these days.
I know.
But the point of
Unless it's Gianmarco's special, where you can see the view count going up, up, up every day.
but per your point about like white guy, you can't get canceled as a whatever. It's
Yeah.
because the fan base
Yes, yes.
doesn't
They don't
is
care.
the base that doesn't collectively care or isn't as collectively online.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where like
Yes.
especially when it comes to like a queer fan base.
Yeah.
I feel like the internet is like a haven for a multitude of reasons historically, and that's why they're all paying attention.
Yeah.
I think the straight guys are online though, but they're just like there's kind of no wrong you can do unless you're like too woke. And even then they're like you can come back.
Sure, but you can get in trouble online. There's still a lot of people not online.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. But I mean the straight white guys who have the straight guy fan base, they're online talking to each other.
oh sure,
You know?
yeah.
They're just
doing-
not getting as mad.
They get mad over the fact that, like, the things they get mad about are like, why isn't Andrew Schultz being harder on Trump about the
Yes.
Epstein files?
Yeah. Which I agree with them on. We're on the same
yeah,
page
we
there.
do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
no,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
I'm like,
It
Yeah.
depends. Did you come up on Tumblr or did you come up on 4chan? If you came
Yes.
on 4chan, your morality is a little different, I think.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I love that you're prepared. You really have some problems that you're preparing for it already.
Yeah, I'm just cognizant. There's like one joke now.
To be fair, my
That-
peak lasted 10 seconds. I mean, I think I truly,
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
not
know how much.
reapproaching your peak. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm doing fine. But like when I was at my peak, I think I was on the top of that mountain for 10 seconds before someone came and,
And I
shoved
think
me
that's
down.
how it tends to go for women.
For women, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I
For
look at Taylor
women.
Swift and I go, look
I'm
at
like
you
afraid
go.
to talk about her on the internet.
Look at you go.
I'm so afraid
Oh,
of
really?
her fans.
It's so weird. I've made plenty of jokes. I've never felt the blowback. And I
Wow.
think again, I think it's probably a woman.
bunch
If
of
you're a woman,
pussies.
you make that joke.
Yes.
There's another thing about that
And-
where it's
and-
like I just don't think they're gonna make a death threat. I don't think a bunch
They
of
don't think that they have any power against you.
Yeah.
When they
Yes.
when they see me, they're like, "Oh, we can get her."
sure.
Yeah.
I'll
You
talk
know?
about. I mean, I don't really listen to Taylor. And that's not even it's
Don't
not even a
lie.
judgment thing. No, it's like honestly, it's like slow music. I think I'm like, hurry up.
What do you like? What do you like to listen to?
It's so eclectic and weird, but I like Charlie XCX enough that
Yeah.
she's on the workout playlist.
You're
Taylor
on her
Swift is
team.
not.
Yeah.
In the
Unless
beef,
it's a
you're on
random
her
Taylor
team.
musical
Swift is not
theater.
on anyone's workout playlist.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of spin classes where it's Taylor
Yeah.
Swift, and I'm like, Jesus
They
Christ.
do like Taylor Swift only spin class.
Oh, lots of them.
What are
Lots
they
of
playing?
it. Crying, spinning. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is it all just shake it off or whatever?
they're
Like,
definitely hit Shake It Off
17
for the
times.
But
up-tempo
she did a
section.
couple pop albums. There's got to be stuff.
It's she's got stuff.
I mean, stuff you can spin to.
I just don't
I
care.
enjoy Taylor Swift because of the lyrics.
But wouldn't
I
you-
think they're really, really. Oh, you don't agree?
Well, no.
Oh, you don't agree?
I'm on the right side of history. I do think I think the lyrics on the new album are pretty bad.
Don't you want though?
There's one song.
I think plugging your boyfriend's podcast in your song is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If she can't escape podcast boyfriend curse, I mean, none of us can. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks for women.
Don't you want her to sing about like, I'm a fucking billionaire.
Yes.
Fuck these little people.
Yes.
Oh, I ride my jet. You haven't brought a minuscule amount of the happiness I've brought to other people. Fuck you. Like, that's what I want.
Yes.
But that's the truth.
Yes.
That's the truth.
It's like how RuPaul started when she DJs, she puts videos of fracking behind her because she's like, fuck you for bringing that up all the time.
Yeah.
Do that. Taylor Swift should do that. She should shoot a video on her private jet and be
Yes.
like, fuck you still listen.
Yes. And they
Stop bringing it
and
up.
they
You
land at the
love me.
CVS.
Yes.
And she doesn't even go in.
Yes.
That's how I.
What a
that's-
take. I love that.
There's just a pain where like rich people, to have that much money I think is bad. I think
Yeah.
and the whole disguise is that you can't show off that amount of money. She's not hiding her money, but
Yeah.
$2 billion. You're living a life that is nauseating to the average human being.
Yeah.
And so they want to hide it, and they hide it for as long as they can, and it just doesn't work. And I go, you can no longer make good art or relatable art. Make it for your billionaires. It's the same thing with like Ellen,
Yeah.
where like she did try to be like, I'm gonna make stand up about being
Yeah.
filthy rich.
My
And it's like,
butler.
it's like okay,
I
but I'm not
actually
gonna
liked
laugh.
that special though. I thought she did a good job.
I know, but that's when you were making more money, so you felt closer to it.
I was not making any money at that point. The Bath Mat Shuffle is a great joke.
Yeah, there's good jokes in there. But I'm saying, like, if you really speak to your truth, and you have that much money. There was a comedian I saw on stage, and he was talking about how he got the vaccine before everyone else in this room. And he's like, yeah, that's what happens when you
Yeah.
get money. And I was this close at the cellar to booing.
Yeah.
And saying, yeah, fuck, you're literally, you want me to laugh at you saying that I would have died and you wouldn't have. And that's just the way it is.
Which is what's going to happen.
And I was like, you're telling the truth, which I admire in comedy.
Yes. Yeah,
But guess
yeah.
what? You're no longer getting laughs out of me.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
Give away the money.
And I came here to have fun. And you're telling me
Yeah.
that you got the vaccine before me because you're rich? Fuck
And you feel guilt,
dude.
like you go get an audience of fucking people like you,
Yeah.
super rich.
I mean, like, how did he even manage to do that? See, that's the type of thing I can't even comprehend. How does money even buy you early access to the
Fake
because
doctors
you know how it is. It's
crazy
It's the
to
same
me.
way like I am able to get a restaurant reservation now, and if I can't get one, I know I reach
You
out to
walk
someone.
you walk in, and the receptionist at the doctor's office is a fan, and they're like, "Hey, you want the shot?"
I mean,
When you're him?
come on, you've ever gone to a host and they know you and they
It's
get you in?
happened. It's happened.
It's
Yeah.
happened.
It's happened.
And it happens my mom just had surgery at a hospital where she's on the board. Different experience than when you're not. Of
course.
You know? She's on the
Of
board.
course.
Hello.
Don't kill this
private
one.
room.
And so Taylor Swift is like, of course Taylor Swift is not going to have good songs anymore. I mean,
Yeah, but I also think if she talked about being a billionaire, there's so many people who think that they will be one day, and they'll listen to that. Like, they won't.
sure.
But it's like the same as like the guys who listen to the like alpha male grind mindset podcast. Like, she could tap into that.
Yeah.
For the girlies who
But-
think they're going to be a billionaire.
But the music is supposed to be like vulnerable.
Maybe
It depends
that's
what
why I'm a
art
Taylor
form you're
Swift fan.
doing.
Yeah.
It's like, again, like you can be those inspirational people because all you're selling is, I'm going to give you
That's true,
advice.
yeah.
But if you're going to entertain with
Yeah.
your heart, talk to me how like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just want the mean, then I'll tune in.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the truth. I don't think it will work. I don't think everyone's going to go out and see you.
How
But-
do you feel about this, like, applied to your own success? Because this is something that I struggle with. Gianmarco Soresi, great comedian, you know who he is. Go watch his special.
It's already
It's really
viral.
good.
I'm not really sure why he's here. He walked in and called it a writing session.
That's not what I said.
So, obviously, thank you. Thank you for honoring us.
I think you could.
I get to write with Gianmarco Soresi today. Maybe this will be what cancels you. No, not me. If you did it to Maddie, then maybe it would be a
Sure.
problem. But no. Congrats. Like, you
Thank
don't
you.
even need to be here.
Yeah.
You did it. It's done. Like,
happen.
you should
This
feel
is- this
so
is-
good
this
about
is-
it.
it's
And it's a great
fun.
special. I watched it. It's a very
Thank
good
you very
special.
much.
The production
Thank you.
value is
Yeah.
also very good, which I appreciate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I know how hard that is.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Brother.
Yeah.
But what were you saying? You're figuring out.
Oh, like, I don't know if it, like, I think what I'm struggling with the internet right now is this feeling of, A, that you can only talk to your niche. No one else is going to stumble upon my work. When I was doing, like, Carnival, I had a captive audience. There were people there who'd never seen someone like me, will never go to a show like me unless it, like, with someone like me, unless it was in this environment. And I think I really got to, like, affect people, like, genuinely. Because people would come up to me and have conversations with me, negative and positive, that I was like, okay, I, like, did something here. And now I'm just fucking gay liberal clown. Do you ever feel that way?
I definitely felt a couple recently where I'm like, man, politically, we're so on the same page. I need to just avoid pandery even more. Just do the joke twist, and it can't lean on the or if I ever get the pander, man, I gotta fucking undercut it. That makes you go, oh, like really flip it. Because there's just some bits that even if I do think are decent jokes, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
There's
know?
something about being a comedian that I think you like the, there's a part of you that enjoys that they're the enemy a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Like, but there's like, for example, like one bit I have right now, I don't know how smart it is, but it's just like somehow, you know, there's still the debate, trans women playing women's sports, and when conservatives say, it's about how I'm not always the best person to argue things. When people say, if you let trans women play women's sports, it will ruin sports, I'm like, good. Oh my God,
Yeah.
sports, the thing that, and there's just a degree where like, I like the joke, but everyone in the audience goes, yeah, fuck sports! Fuck sports! And I'm like, the twist is that, like, you might like sports, but
Yeah.
guess what? I don't give a fuck about your thing. Like, I want that adversarial.
Yes. The
And
adversarial, that's the word I was looking
Yeah,
for.
instead there was this immediate, like, yeah, we hate sports too. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, you agree to me too quick.
I think
Yeah.
that all comics, as you get bigger, you can fall into that because your audience is there for you.
It's the only reason I would do the Riyadh Comedy Festival. So I could really feel like, wow, they don't agree with me here.
Yeah.
That's the part of like wanting an audience that like,
You know what? You'd be perfect for the Riyadh Comedy Festival because you're not gay.
Yes.
You could go and
Sure.
pretend to be gay.
you'd be perfect because they would love the kill yourself bit.
I'd be like, do it into a building.
Or two.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, and the other thing is like, if you don't respond to the thing of the day, and this is where you're killing it, and this is where I struggle. I don't know how you go viral if you're not sort of responding to the thing of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking, you know, it's brutal. It's hard. But it's you can. You have
But
takes.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Sure. But a lot of times what I'm able to do is like, I just have so much material in the past that I'll find one way in
Sure,
and
sure,
connect
sure.
it to something.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
getting better at that.
Yes.
I mean, like, oh, this is how I burned that bit that never like made it fully in the act.
Yeah. I've been kind of doing that. I've also just been kind of more like, is there a way that I can write the way that I want to write and put it out in a regular cadence?
Sure.
That's like sort of viral. Like
You don't have a joke sometimes. Sometimes like, I don't know, like the trying to make jokes about Charlie Kirk like right after. That was thrilling.
Yeah.
It was like I was nervous.
That night, doing shows that night.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I was nervous, and I didn't get a lot of jokes, but like there's 2 or 3 where I was like, that was a good joke.
Yeah.
That was a good joke.
I wrote 40 minutes about it and never put it out.
Wow.
40 minutes on Charlie
You wrote
Kirk?
40 minutes about it?
40 minutes.
It happened like 2 weeks ago.
I
don't
took
know
my
how
time with it,
works.
but I just
Yeah.
and I didn't like it. And I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is my
Sure.
problem that I'm
Wow.
like, that's not good enough stand up.
I know.
Sorry, I'm not trying to sound like
No,
a
yeah.
jerk.
No,
but
no,
like,
no. It's just,
I know what you mean.
I just think there's level. I mean, there's so much about like the levels that you establish for yourself where I'm putting out stuff all the time. Sometimes it's a quick topical joke. Sometimes it's a more fine tune. And then we're making our own levels. I have been thinking about like, would I ever hire writers for a specific segment where like if late night's dead, if Josh Johnson is like replacing the Daily Show.
I think it's actually totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine, it's just like. But then, how do I differentiate that from like? And now
Because
here's my stand-up show.
You want to be able to put a credit roll at the end where you can credit
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
artists and like.
and I
let
don't ever
people
want.
know.
I want people to think that my stand-up. I have a line for myself of like, what's my stand-up, and what's someone help me write a joke if I'm going on a news segment thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But that could get blurred for the people at home.
Yeah.
But we have to do everything now.
We have to do
so
everything.
so that's where I go like, yeah, if I'm never gonna be on the late night because it's done, then I'll make my own thing, and I need a writing staff.
But you've already done it. You can see Gianmarco on
Which one?
Corden.
Tonight Show.
Oh, you did Tonight
I
Show.
did Fallon. Yeah.
And Fallon.
Yeah.
And his special. Guess what I've done?
You don't want to come on. You don't want to do the late night.
No.
It's
because they make it difficult for you. If they made it
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
for me, maybe they made it easy
Well,
for you.
it was definitely like. I was definitely coming in at a place where we sent in the transcript, and Tova like definitely guided me to do a transcript they would be happy with. But it was like, yeah, good to
Right.
go.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't even think about it.
No.
I don't have
would.
anything that would work for it, and I don't even think about it.
It's like squeeze. Like it is.
Yeah.
It is the. My girlfriend, who's my manager now, always goes like, "You have plenty of material," and I'm like, "You don't understand. It's either too mean,
Yeah.
or I say fuck."
Yes.
And it's part of the DNA of the joke because that's how I speak.
I'll like start a joke being like, this audience is a little conservative. This is a clean joke of mine. And then I get to the end of it and it's about like how I have to fuck a guy to stop him from doing a mass shooting. And I'm like, oh, I thought this was about like the times. You know, like I forgot that the end of the joke is horrific to them.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, that's the easy one. You
Yeah.
know, that's the one I get away with.
You could do late night though.
I think you could.
Sometimes your self-defeat speak. I'm at a equal enough place with you where I go like, it's not true.
I know I could do it.
Yeah.
I just like I don't want them to annoy me. This is
Sure.
where I'm too
But is
much
it worth
of a
it?
curmudgeon-y artist.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, can I even get around myself?
Yeah.
With
Sure.
this stuff.
And I think like, this is one of the roles of many that my partner fits in. She goes, yes, you can. And it's good to do and do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Maybe I'll email him. There's only one left. So,
Might as well fire off an email bore it goes.
Yeah.
I'll be the last one. It goes out.
Yeah.
I'll tell everyone to kill themselves.
I wish Colbert, now that if Colbert's done, I'm like, come on, let's get some stand-up sets in there with some
Just
fucking
have 3 people
teeth.
on every show. Yeah.
Just like get some stand-up sets that are like really harsh.
Yeah.
I'll do
That'd
a
be great.
full Epstein set.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll say something new about it. I mean, it'll be, come on.
I'll read the list. I won't even make it funny. I'll read the list.
I'll do a musical number.
I'll write and read the list.
We got to get to some gay sex, or the people will be very angry.
Can I say a gay observation that I had when I was at Fire Island? Or does
Of
it fit
course.
into, I don't want to blow up the...
No, you're fine.
I think one thing I realized when I went to Fire Island with my girlfriend.
I just want to. I do want to say, normally I start with a gay sex anecdote, and then I'll ask you if you've had gay sex this week. But let's just jump in.
Sure. I think what I realized is that I'm heterosexual. I don't think I'm
I think what I realized at Fire Island
With
is
my
that-
girlfriend.
with my girlfriend is that I'm heterosexual.
like I just don't it's just not like a temptation, which you don't have to believe if you don't want to, but this is what I noticed.
Gianmarco, it's okay.
This is what I noticed is that because I'm in a monogamous relationship with a woman who's certainly I'm not flirting with women beyond a certain,
Totally.
but with a
With
man,
men.
Yeah.
I can
It's safe.
be flirtatious.
Yes.
I can touch. Sorry.
No. It's been a while since a man touched me like that. And when I say a while, I mean ever. A man has
Gay
never
guys touch you like that.
Yeah, I guess Sam does.
Yeah.
But I can be like I remember
It didn't feel gay. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Nice.
Sure.
It felt straight to me.
hey,
Sick.
listen. I was into
That's
the
sick, dude.
tomboys. I was into
Were you?
Yeah, especially the Avril Lavigne like a tie on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's not the same.
Yeah.
But there's there's a physicalness Jay was in a bed and I can like hop in the bed and it's just like there's just more an
Jay
allowance.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jay Jordan, and I can be like
Bring up a photo of Jay's rock hard chisel bod at this moment.
preferably
Alex.
the
It's
one
crazy.
with my rock hard chisel bottle as well in
Yeah,
Speedos
you
at Fire Island.
really. I don't know how you're touring and doing all the
Intermittent
things that
fasting.
you do. The fasting,
Intermittent fasting, yeah.
but you're also like toned.
Yeah, I'm working in a way where I go, why? No, it's just like I think I get to like walk around and be kind of flirty and expressive in a way and physical and just like in a way that I simply am not allowed to do with women.
Does it give you energy? Like, do you go back to Tova and you're like, I'm hot?
Yeah.
It feels definitely. I mean, listen, you want like I got in shape for the vacation to Fire
Yeah, of
Island
course.
because you're there
Of
and you're like.
course.
I mean, it's in some of the parties. Some of like it is clearly. I'm going to the ones with Jay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So just
Some of the parties you're like we are all the same. We could all bench the same.
Yeah.
There is a floor, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be like to show it off.
Yeah.
All the work, all the labor, all
Yeah.
the Barry's boot camp to be like, yeah, I'm here.
And I feel like even if you weren't in a monogamous relationship, women don't react the same way. Like if you were to walk into a party with a bunch of straight women with your shirt off,
100%.
they'd be like playing it cool.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But gay
Yeah.
guys are gonna be like, they're gonna say something.
Yeah.
They're gonna notice.
That's actually
you know?
like one of the most awesome things about being gay
Yeah.
is the way, regardless, because at first I was going to say, well, it's safe, but it's actually doesn't really matter. Gay men would compliment you on your body regardless of the
Yeah.
situation. Any person who comes in looking good, they're going to like compliment their body. And
Yeah.
in the queer, like on the more female side of things, these are throwing these out loosely. But if you like go to a lesbian or queer or transy
Yeah.
kind of like beach event, everyone's going to be telling everyone how hot they look,
Yes.
how good their tits look, even if people look awful.
I was gonna say, and you can look like almost anything.
You can look like almost, and you can look like a real schlub.
Yeah.
And people will be like, ooh,
Yeah, because
it's
also
really fun.
I think people have had to be like, I like the same gender as me. Then it's an easier step to be like, and I like him fat. But people who have never even explored their sexuality,
yeah.
they're like, well, I guess I like hot guy. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm supposed to like hot guy.
You're so right.
But like a lesbian can be like, yeah, I like fat girls.
Yeah,
you know, and then
yeah.
the fat girl goes to the beach in a bikini and she's like, you look amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
That's so true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it like that. Ugh. People who are not fucking fat people are missing out.
I've been saying,
Like for real.
yes.
You know I'm in an open
fat
relationship,
people
right?
fuck.
I don't. Yes, I do. I do
Okay,
know that.
good.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
about to talk about fucking people, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable that my girlfriend's right there.
You think that I would sit here and go, you're secretly cheating, and
On the podcast.
on the pod.
People have thought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been open this whole time though. It's been
Yes.
going well.
Yeah, it's good.
Because I'll tell you, I know. I have a gay friend, and they were in an open relationship, and it's still open, but it's no longer polyamorous.
We're not poly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what, like, sometimes it's like it all sounds like fun and games or whatever, and then like I
That
heard
takes
like,
so much work.
oh, and it just sounded like to have to break up with someone, and you have a partner, and you're going through the breakup together. Nightmare. And then I was like, oh, so it's closed. And he's like, oh, no. And I was like, yeah. Tova said when she went to Fire Island, especially there, she was just like, it really is so not shocking, but surprising just how much sex was happening and on the table. Just like a sheer like, oh my God.
I don't think I've experienced it.
I mean, it's out of this world.
Yeah.
I was with I feel like I'm fine to say it. I was with, like, I saw a guy hit on Jay, and I swear Jay and I walked around, got food, and he was like, hey, remember the guy from before? We hooked up, and I was like, when? When? We were together the whole time. We went back to change for 3 minutes, then, and it just happened like this.
It's amazing the way they do it.
See, that's the thing. When I think, and again, that's men,
The
women.
vagina ruins everything.
Yes.
The fucking vagina is ruining everything.
She's too smart.
I know when someone, like, if someone tries to, like, make a pass to me after show, a woman makes a pass to me after show, I go like, oh, we'd have to go somewhere first to get a drink.
Yeah.
And I go, and that's where I'm out. I don't need to meet someone. I don't need to do the post show. I still got to be funny somehow thing. And like, I just remember like when the fantasy strikes of like, oh my God, it'd be like, no, first you'd go to another bar.
Yep.
And after.
And after, and who knows? Then it's 5 a.m. and then they go, so you want to see each other again tonight? And I'm like, oh my God, this was a first date?
Right.
I remember I had a bit where at the end of the bit, I like had a big act out of an orgasm. This was a long time ago. I was single and a woman wrote me. She's like, I can make you come harder than that. And I was like, all right, here we go. And that's how I do it. When a woman hits it, I go, here we go.
I block that person.
Yeah.
That's the
that
type
made me
of
like
line.
go blind for a second. I like hated that for some reason.
But you know, and I'm like, and again, I was always like, you know, we fantasy, but I was never like an outgoing hooking up a lot. But I was like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So we make a plan at the bar, and I swear, I got to that bar, and it was if I had asked her out on a date, and she tepidly said yes, and I was like, I gotta work. Work.
I just
you
did a
said you were gonna
tight
make me come
45.
harder than that, and I gotta. I'm buying the drinks too. What the fuck?
You promised to make me come harder than that.
And it was just like, and again, and then I think we were probably there for like 2 hours, and then we did hook up, but it was just so different than what I witness.
Yes.
Where it's just like, hey, me, you, yeah.
I think the equality of two like bodies just makes it, you know, there's a safety issue with men and women.
Of course.
Yeah.
But and then like the freedom thing and the shame thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's the same idea of like I've already had to explore my sexuality, so I can be. It's right here. It's like surface
They
level.
can't
to me.
throw away that book.
Yeah.
And sex, knowing like, I think about, especially in the beginning of sex, like being so anxious about premature ejaculation. And it's like, if you're both gay, it'd be like, hey, let's both come as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Let's race.
Whoa! What a beautiful
What a
thing.
beautiful thing.
No trying to like, think of my grandma so I don't come too fast. It's just like, I'm gonna come. Me too. Let's go back to the gym. So we want to do this
Yeah,
again.
and thank God because it's hot in the sauna.
Incredible.
What a great writing session we're having, Gianmarco.
I know. I'll look back in the pod and be like, that's
No,
the
this is
good.
good
Write
stuff.
that
It's
down.
very good stuff. I in your special, you have one of the stories that you told on the previous
I did.
episode
Yeah,
on
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I don't know which came
Wow.
first, but it was
that's always been that's been like a story here and there.
Yeah.
you know, but
the woman that I slept with last night, I hooked up with this woman. I hooked up with a witch.
Yes, dude.
I hooked up with a witch.
Yes, dude.
I met her at my
Careful,
show.
by the way.
What's that?
Careful, don't say anything bad. She's a
No,
witch.
no, I love her.
She
She's
knows
so
magic.
she
cool.
one of those witches that cursed Charlie Kirk.
No, she's not.
Is she an Etsy witch?
No, she's
An
not.
Etsy witch.
I
this is
love
what
Etsy witches.
This is what started happening. I was like, well, what makes you a witch? And she was like, well, this is my coven. She referred to her polycule.
Yeah.
Not a coven.
Yeah.
But it was very, very funny because she said, well, this is Reverend Mother Jane. And I said, hello, Reverend. She referred to her girlfriend,
Your
Reverend Mother
Honor.
Jane. Right, Your Honor, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
And this is Grace. And I was
Oh,
Grace. Why don't they all have names?
Were they dressed in any unusual way?
No, they were just lesbians. They
Okay.
were
Were
they
just like
like
gothy,
goth?
emo
Yeah.
lesbians.
Okay.
I kept asking them like what kind of witchcraft they did, and it was very clearly just that they were all fucking.
Yeah.
It was just lesbians.
But sometimes that
Yeah.
feels like something else is happening.
But also lesbians in, where were you?
Oh, in Huntsville, Alabama.
So-
yes,
Witches.
witches.
Yeah.
That's what. So I
Witches.
said, is this the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
Because like that's what lesbianism was originally.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of girls dancing around a cauldron kissing each other.
Yes.
And they're still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. this wasn't even the beginning of this story, but I just thought it was funny that she called herself a witch and she's just
Do you
gay.
think they started as? Do you think that's how they gradually came out? They were like witches, and they're like a coven, and they're like, "What if I put this wand in your
Right,
pussy?"
right. Yeah,
And then-
exactly. Well, the thing about her that was so interesting, and I wanted to talk about her, is she escaped like an evangelical. She has 12 siblings. Grew up on a farm, homeschooled in Alabama, and she ran away. So she is kind of like a witch.
She's kind of a witch.
You know?
Yeah.
And she was telling me about her life. One of my favorite things about being queer and being a slut is that I get to hear all these crazy stories about these people who had way harder lives than I did. And then I get to take their content and make it my intellectual property on a podcast. But it was such an interesting story. She was so Christian, and oh God, she was beautiful.
Really?
She was beautiful. Beautiful, like classically beautiful. She was so beautiful. I was like, how did you not apply for The Bachelor when you were 22? You're a beautiful girl from Alabama.
Right.
That's your calling. That's how you get out.
Yeah. And you just hooked up with her. No one else in the coven.
No one else in the coven.
Were they there?
No, they weren't there, but I was invited to a threesome, but I turned it down because I'm very bad at group sex, Gianmarco.
It's tough.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
Especially when they expect you to be the star.
Nice.
But truly
Wait,
though.
but I thought the star. I feel like the star is the easiest.
I feel like
position.
there's two types of stars.
There's two types of stars.
There's bottom star
Bottom
and there's top
star,
star.
so easy.
Bottom star, starfish.
Hello. Come on.
Let's go!
And you people
Let's
think I haven't had
fucking
gay
go!
sex. I know what's going on.
And then there's top star, cartwheeling?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I was invited to do a threesome, and they were so cool about it. I said, "Is the coven gonna hex me if I only want to have sex with you?" Because the other women in the coven were very attractive, but I was like, I've had 2 threesomes, they've both gone poorly.
Well, how so? Like just.
Not poorly, just like what are we all doing?
You didn't have fun.
Yeah.
I like intimacy.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like feeling close to someone. Very hard for me with 2 people.
What they're both going down on you?
How would they both go down on me?
No way.
One.
No way. That's what it is.
I guess I'm thinking different. I'm thinking from a male perspective.
Even
But
from a male
still.
perspective, I'm like, okay, one on the head, one doing the side of it.
Exactly. There you do. You
But
solved
I've
it.
tried that and it didn't seem good.
You've tried that?
I've tried that.
Yeah, but it can also be little kisses or
Yeah.
arguing over it. My turn.
I guess I just kind of wanted to like get it out of the way.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That's.
Now we're seeing. Okay, I get it.
Arguing about it is kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool. I guess I'd want to
Unless
be.
it got serious. Unless it was like, hey, you're being selfish. I'd be like, hey, ladies, please.
Or if it was
Please,
like,
this is supposed to be my fantasy.
You have been
Oh,
sucking
no.
his dick for 5 minutes. It's my turn. Ew, I don't like that I said that.
yeah.
I don't
No,
like
it was
saying
okay. Or worse, if she was like, "No, you do it."
that. Arguing that
Oh,
way. That's a very funny
heartbreaking.
But yeah, I'd like to be bottom. I'd like to be starfish.
Starfish.
Yeah, I'd like to
Serving
be starfish. But that's never how it goes because I'm the more masculine
Tomboy.
one. I'm
Tom man.
man, and they expect things.
Yes,
you know,
they expect things.
and I like to deliver.
Yeah.
which is why I like it one-on-one.
So now in a threesome, you're like one man
In
band.
a threesome with 3 women, and there's one top. I only have 2 hands.
Yeah.
Guys, with all this, listen, it's the amount of sex you're having. It's hard to. It's sometimes it's like it really is like I honestly think one of the drivers of homophobia, the many different things. I do think one of them is envy, of
Yeah.
like of when I hear all this, there's a part of me that goes, make it illegal.
Really?
No, I mean no.
No.
But just like
envy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Freedom.
Yeah, the
Freedom.
freedom and the understanding. And I think especially when it comes to like my girlfriend and I are just always gonna view sex so differently. In terms of like I come from, and I feel like if it was another guy, there's just a deep knowing of what this means to me in this moment.
Yes.
This is and also knowing that the other person could move on and have it just be a blip
Yeah.
of a thing. There's just, I think that's the part of being the same gender and having sex where there's just a deeper understanding. You're on a similar page in a deeper way.
Yes. People, homophobic, religious people use what you're the reverse of what you're talking about as like a way to convince people not to be gay. They say like the lack of understanding, the fact that you'll never understand what sex feels like for your girlfriend. They say that is the spiritual magic of sex. And when you are having gay sex,
That
you're
you can't
denying,
find the clit. That's the spiritual magic
literally,
of sex.
this is what
Yeah,
they're
the
saying.
mystery. The
It's
mystery.
And it's like the worst argument for straight sex I've ever
terrible
heard in my
argument.
life.
It's just like doesn't feel true to me. Like I
Yes.
feel like, look, I don't have a dick, but I feel like I can wrap my head around what it must be like.
I'll tell you what, I have wrapped my head around it, and I get what's going on.
Like it doesn't seem so much different than my
Yes,
clit
yeah.
that I can't imagine what it must be like.
No. I'm not just talking about like the quality of sex. I'm talking about like what sex means,
Yes.
how it affects you, what it feels like, what
What your expectations
yeah,
are.
how it would affect the love you'd have for your own partner.
Of course, of
what
course.
does monogamy mean?
I always feel like she was very vocal and she was so nice to me. She said like so many nice things.
Love that.
She was just complimenting me, so I was like, this is great. I always like come home being like a better partner to
Yeah.
Jen. Because like now I have like I've got a little like cockiness that I have when I meet someone new.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can bring that home.
Is it open relationships with lesbians compared to open relationships with gay guys? I mean,
I don't-
it's got to be less.
It's got to be.
Oh,
less.
it's less.
Yeah.
I'm like a whore. Like I'm actually
Sure.
like a whore. And I'm nothing compared to a gay man.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for
yeah.
a lesbian, I think I'm a pretty big whore.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
But she was lovely. She also has like she's like a mom. She has 2 kids. And
Oh my God! Really?
yeah, because the guy she ran away with. Also, we should give her a name because she had one of those classic Southern names with 2 names.
Alphaba.
Alpha
Not a gay
Berlin.
guy.
Alpha Berlin.
Alpha Berlin.
Alpha Berlin. Like she like ran away with her partner when she was 19. And it was really just like kind of about the guy and knowing that her family was not going to approve of this man that made her run away.
So she still had to run away, but to be in a straight
to
relationship
be in a
with a
straight
guy
relationship.
who wasn't.
That's
an
how
yeah.
crazy she was brought up. Like her, yeah. And now she's homeschooling her kids, but in a liberal way.
In a which way?
Because, yes, in a which way? Because the schools in Alabama
Are not teaching
teaching
critical
sex
race
ed or
theory.
evolution or anything.
Sure.
It's now gone, it's gone that full circle in America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That she's at home with her lesbian coven trying to fucking raise this kid
Yeah.
right. Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah, of course.
Homeschool's crazy, dude.
Homeschool's crazy.
Homeschool's crazy.
That's so much
Nothing good
work.
can come out of homeschool. Get out of Alabama.
Don't worry about it.
But homeschool is crazy.
Homeschool and polyamory is so much work. Both of those things.
Yeah,
She has a whole curriculum and multiple lovers.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're raising 2 kids and fucking 2 witches? Oh my good God. Jeez Louise. And she has
Yeah.
a job, I bet?
Yeah. No, she's just a stay-at-home mom. Her life was like,
Tight.
I don't mean this in a condescending way at all. There was a level of simplicity to it that I was like, damn,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, but it's also
Her
like
husband,
gay in Alabama.
her partner works at a fucking paint store.
Wait,
and
she's
she's
still
a
with the husband?
She's still with the husband. The husband's non-binary now.
T.
You still call it a husband then?
Partner.
Sure.
Yeah. She like kind of used both.
Yeah.
I think they are at the beginning of their journey.
And some people keep. I have a friend who's non-binary who kept girlfriend. They like being called girlfriend. you know?
Yeah. Our partner is so annoying.
Sounds like you're a cop. You know what I mean?
I always think it sounds like a law firm.
Yeah.
But cop is funnier.
Well, yeah, I'm white trash, so I think cop. But you're from New York, lawyer.
Gosh, I wish I could go to Fire Island with you. I just want to see that.
Go.
I wanna
I don't
see
have
it.
like enough guy. Like Sam would take me to Bear Week, and I don't.
You don't want to go to.
No, I don't want to go to Bear Week.
That's too much.
Why?
Man.
It's fascinating. It's like as long as you're like welcome. It feels like I don't know. I love it. It's so cool to see a whole different world, just a whole different the high tea, which is where like everyone gathers at 4 p.m. like at the bar, and it's like I thought it was.
Gay men are so much better than lesbians.
That sounds so fun.
It's a blast.
I've been trying to get my friends to do a thing that we've been calling a tea party, where we dress up and go to a tea place and gossip. Tea, hello.
Tea.
And I'm like, they're just doing it at 4. They're just like hanging out at 4 and gossip. They just don't even have to plan it, you know?
Yeah.
This is their life. But I don't think I could go to Fire Island because I think I would like it too much in a bad way.
What do you mean a bad way?
I think I would think it was hot, and I don't think that that's what is one.
Oh, I
There's
thought you meant
parts of
drugs.
Fire
I thought
Island-
you'd be
Oh,
doing
I'd also,
ketamine.
no. I think I would just be like, this is really hot, and
There's
they
definitely
don't want to
Are
fuck
you jerking
me.
off all the time?
We went to another party at some point where I was like, oh, there are parties that aren't just
Right.
Peloton users. You know.
No, but I mean, like, I'm not a gay man.
Did you meet Cody Rigsby
I
by
did
any
meet the first time I went there.
I want him on this podcast so
I
bad.
think he'll do it. I think his PR person reached out to me about doing the pod.
Oh, really?
So I think he does pods.
Okay, we should do.
Yeah.
But I met him because I met him on Fire Island, and I just feel like he clocked. I was like I said, big fan, and I just felt like I saw the light leave his eyes. He hugged
Yeah.
me. He hugged me, and he was he's looked good. He was like wearing just had a good fit.
Yeah.
Matching glasses to the Speedo or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he hugged me, and I was like a big fan, and I just saw like, it's done.
He didn't like that.
Well, I don't know, or he could tell the way I said it that I was straight, and he's like,
Big
oh,
fan.
big fan.
Big fan, big dog.
Big fan.
I
Oh,
like
okay.
the gay Peloton teachers. But it's true. He's really the only one that I pick.
I like Cody Rigsby. I also like the Dom mommy, Christine.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Do you know Christine?
I've seen her work. Not in like a sexual way. I
She's
was
like
at my
meant to
friend's
be like
house
the
and she was watching.
menopausal one, but I fucking love her.
I love that. I like characters like that.
Yeah. She's like strong, but like queer adjacent woman.
Yes.
Like she's straight, but her kids are gay.
Yeah.
she's got
God, I
a
love those
non-binary
women.
niece view.
Yeah.
Niece few.
Niece few. I've never heard that one.
Niece-
Is that what do they say? I've
I've heard
saying
nibbling, but
Nib-
that sounds like sibling.
sibling. Yeah.
Nibbling. That's
sucks.
it sounds it honestly sounds like it sounds a little sexual. Nibbling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nibbling?
Yeah, you're right.
But it's also giving like Pokemon or something. Like alien, you know what I mean? It's giving
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little cute alien.
Nibbling.
Yes.
Nibbling.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Sorry, I did that. I feel
We
bad
need
about that.
we
No, I
need new
thought it was
we need.
hilarious.
Do you think like I hate to compare this to the DSM, but you know how the you know how
No,
the
go
DS
ahead.
you know how the
Remember
DSM
when you were like, "What am I going to get canceled for?"
you know how the DSM is like, okay, these are how the words are going to operate, and we've all come together and we did studies, and this is the vocab. I feel like we could do that with.
Oof,
book,
do we
you
need
mean?
it? We need it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, we will not agree.
Yeah.
We will never.
Same with the DSM. People disagree about the DSM.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, but
Just get it wrong.
It's so the discourse. It'll be too much.
What needs to end is the discourse.
yes,
But don't you think
There's
that the
been
discourse?
enough-
Don't you think the discourse has certainly like? I feel like it's in such a better place of like people don't feel like they get in trouble if they mean well. There was a brief period of time.
You're talking to the wrong person, Gianmarco.
Yeah, I've
Really?
never been
with like terminology.
Yeah.
I think the fervor over like, hey, you fuck this up.
I think in the straight
Chilled.
community, it's chilled. I don't know in the gay community if it has. I just
Yeah, I
don't know.
agree.
Yeah.
I hope it makes its way over.
I think in the straight community, it's chilled a little too much.
It's chilled a lot.
It's chilled in a way where I'm like, no, that is bad.
yeah. I'm hearing gay and like
Yep.
that, like in a derogatory
R
way that
word.
I don't love, because the whole reason that I didn't love it as a kid was, even though they might not have been talking about me, and even if they meant it as a joke, when I was in the closet, I was like, do they know?
Yeah.
Like, are they like? It just made me scared. It made me scared to come out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's just sometimes I look at it all and I go, the words are so secondary to the underlying feeling,
completely agree.
and like
Yeah.
word policing is annoying.
Yes.
And ultimately it doesn't like.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. And in
Yeah.
fact, if anything, it pushes people further to the right. But I think there's a difference between a comedian on stage and a person in his friend group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if it's a person, because my whole issue with it is say it to my face. If you're so confident you're doing the intent the right way, say it to my face. And a comedian is always saying it to your face.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm cool. I'm even cool with like we were talking about you saying I'm actually okay.
Theoretically.
The idea of it.
The idea, the concept.
No, you keep saying it. You were saying it so much in the other room. That joke that you were doing about what a huge Jay Jordan is.
No, I didn't.
But to me, if you said on stage, I would never police you over that. I don't think it's a good idea, but I would never police you over it.
Depend on the joke. Like,
It would depend on the joke.
I have a joke honestly, the R word is more. There's a joke I have about how like I think what happened is people became lonely. They didn't have their friends to say the shitty things to, and so they go to the internet and then they feel like they're being silenced. And I'm like you can say the R word, you can say the F word to your friends in the group chat, and they understand the context of who you are. And the joke I want to make though is like. Now that everyone's saying the R word, and now it doesn't even mean anything in the group chat when I call my friends, and if I could say it there, I think it would be funny and it would be like real to the bit because I say crazy things to my friends, of course.
Yes.
Yes, that's the whole point.
And that's what I'm trying to.
Yes.
And comedically, I do like. I think some of the comedians I love, they said a thing that was crazy, and that's where I feel I'm embarrassed at my own cowardice with my fan base of like, I want to say it and I do think it's justified that I'm commenting on language and society.
Context is everything in stand-up comedy.
But that's the part where I feel like a coward.
And the internet is just fucking ripping it to shreds.
Yeah.
They're taking, I really am worried for stand-up comedy because the internet eliminates context.
Sure,
Yeah.
but again, like you pivot. I mean, I think probably that's why I feel charged that like, when there's an assassination, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I don't
Do assassinations?
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push here.
Yeah.
Because I know here I'm scared. Everyone has a scared point.
Yeah.
Everyone does. For some it's Israel. For some it's religion. For some it's this. And I'm like, if I'm gonna be really careful with language, that energy is gonna get brought somewhere else.
That's so interesting. I haven't really thought about this, but I think I've lost that a little bit since everything happened, in a good way.
Well, for sure, I think
You've
in a
lost
way,
the fear.
I've lost the fear.
I thought you
and
meant
I
you've
think
lost.
that's good. I think that's good for a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hate for someone who's disabled to go like, what the fuck? And
That's the thing, yeah.
At the same time, don't you get a ton of comments from people who are disabled? Like, this is the thing that I get from people about the phrase "kill yourself" specifically, because there were people in that room. The majority of the people in that room were laughing.
Yeah.
Because the majority of the people in that room were like, I struggle with mental illness, and it's hilarious to see a gay woman who's supposed to be sensitive and like, ooh, tiptoeing, just screaming about suicide.
Yeah.
There's something powerful about reclaiming those things. And who's to say that the reclaiming isn't as important to some group of people as the hurt is to some other
I don't
group
disagree,
of people?
but I also think there's the context of you being gay and being a woman, and I think
Oh,
there's
that's true.
there's some other things I have to go like. Again, it all comes into play. I can talk as progressively as I want, but at the end of the day, like as the world gets more conservative or right wing, like I'm still further away from the crosshairs, and I have to speak with that in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I
would like to make clear that I don't say it.
and I haven't yet, but stay tuned.
We're just doing a thought experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't say it. I
Again, everyone gets, I don't know, for jokes, getting in trouble for jokes, it definitely feels like
It's different than-
it's different than it used to be.
than
And,
a-
and, and a lot of people, especially when it comes to podcasts, they operate with a PTSD
Yeah.
that like Shane Gillis happened yesterday. And I'm like, that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
You need to let go of that fear because it's inhibiting
it's
you.
always people who haven't really podcasted a lot, in my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
People who've podcasted a lot, they're a lot more comfortable.
Totally.
Sam Morrison, so annoying. Like, I want to kill him when he's on the podcast. I'm like, you're not going to get canceled.
Yeah.
You haven't been canceled. You didn't say anything. Like, you need to calm the fuck down. You're on a podcast with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Love you.
But again, the question is it your job to
There it is. Yes.
to have
Right.
everyone interpret your art correctly, or is the importance of putting your art out there more worth it to you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had Demi Ajayiwibe. I've probably fucked up his last name, but
He's
Demi,
great.
he's phenomenal. But he was talking about. He had a bit where he makes up a new racism, and it's like Latino women are 6'4", and someone after the show comes up and goes like, "Oh, the Latino woman, 6 foot, looking real 6'4" over there," and he goes like, "Fuck, man, I'm
Yeah.
trying to like point out this
Yeah.
thing about racism," and then here comes a white guy like,
Oh.
and his interpretation is like, let's keep going with the. It's like, well, you can't control it.
Yeah.
So what matters more, like the commentary on racism, knowing that. Yeah, people are going to misuse it and misinterpret
Yeah.
it. Or is the alternative it's
Yeah.
not like that guy was never going to say the R word until you
100%.
gave him permission. If a guy
Yeah.
doesn't have the wherewithal, and part of me sympathizes because I must have made this mistake earlier on in my host days where I'm like, I'm the guy she was fucking
Right.
in the bit. And then later you learn taste and you go, oh, maybe it's annoying that you're saying you are.
Yeah.
And now that person is tied to, but like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That guy is what it is.
No, totally.
You succeeding with your heart and your beliefs ultimately is gonna do more good. And
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
funny is gonna be your edge to get through with that.
Yeah, but I think my point is I feel that experience happen. I see guys in the room laughing the wrong way or whatever.
The blood
And then
laugh.
I go, well, that's not my art. That's not what I want to do
Yeah.
with my time and my microphone. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that joke to me isn't important enough.
It's an interesting conundrum.
Yeah.
I really think
Yeah.
I envy the comics who go, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And sometimes those comics that don't give a fuck make a joke and I go, fuck, that's
I know.
good. And I would never do that.
I know.
And that's so funny.
Yeah.
But you're a great comic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think you do such a good job with, riding the different lines and going on the twists and turns and
Yeah.
everything. It's really amazing. I look at what you've done with your audience. It's nice to see an audience that's like liberal and not evil and who is laughing at some pretty evil stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I love that. You've used the craft of stand up and you're a technician. You've made it so that it's impossible for them to misinterpret in a way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're very good at that.
Yeah, Tova will sometimes be like, people will be like, he's edgy or he's risky. And it's like, no, he really calculated this so that you cannot misinterpret it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just about a tickly thing.
Yes, exactly. It's a very smart approach. I mean, like, it's what you do, like, whether or not you intended it that way. It's just like, it's your art, it's your craft. Like, that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the reasons it's so interesting, as someone who has had trouble with the liberal audience, it's interesting to watch, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can be messy and I
Mm-hmm.
love being messy. But the problem with being messy is that it can be interpreted
But that's
many
important.
different ways.
But that's important. I think it's not easy to be, expanding the bounds of art, but there's a lot of shitty, bad, liberal, pandery comedy.
Yes.
And some of these conservatives were not incorrect going like, this sucks.
Yes, no, they
And-
were 100%
and it's
correct, and we
like-
kept putting them on Netflix.
Yeah, and it's really, I think it's really important. Like, it's kind of like, it's sometimes like, I think it's sometimes when it comes to like diversity in Hollywood, where like they were lazy about the way that they tried to do it, and I go, well, then you've done more damage.
Yeah.
They
You know,
100% did more damage.
You can't be lazy in your pursuit. If you want to diversify comedy, then maybe you need to look outside the regular neighborhoods that you got comedians, or you have to like find, like, it's just when you do a lazy job, then when people point and they go, especially with like just progressive comedy, and they go, well, that lady wasn't, that lesbian wasn't
There
particularly
are
funny.
so many queer comics that got elevated that I just wanted to put my fist through a wall.
Sure.
I was like, you're making us look bad.
Yeah.
You're picking these people, like, why? I don't even know why.
And women, and it's like, everyone, so many people think women aren't funny, and you're going to put her on TV so they can be like, told ya.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
worse.
want to keep you.
No,
everyone.
yeah, let's wrap
Your
it up.
time.
But-
Yeah,
but it was very nice. It was so
yeah,
great to
go
talk to
watch
you.
the special. Anything
Please. It's
else?
so good.
Your podcast.
Listen to my podcast, The Downside, Special Thief of Joy, and
Are you going to take some time for yourself? You're going to go on vacation?
we got an anniversary, 5th anniversary coming up.
Nice.
And then, you know, now you're getting old. It's like we have some time off, and Tova's like, so I think I'll get my tonsils removed here. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Jen's
okay.
getting her tonsils removed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny.
Well, let me know how.
I'll let you know.
goes.
It's
Yeah, I've been
supposed to be
thinking
very
about getting
painful.
mine. Will you tell me how?
Yeah, of course,
Sure, sure. That's vacation now, though.
Do
You're
you
like,
guys want to have kids?
it's a really regular conversation. I love kids. I love kids. I also feel like we just moved to Dumbo.
Oh, lovely.
And so hopefully, like, I want to be around kids so I can synthesize it a little
Yeah.
more. It feels
Picture
like
it, yeah.
a huge swing I said to Tova, I said, honey, we don't have a plant. This is huge. We don't have a dog. We don't want a dog. And part of me is like,
You like
you
cats?
should start with a dog. She's allergic.
Okay, start with a dog.
But I'm like, to me, we're probably gonna have a kid. But the idea of like having a kid without having a dog first, to me, I'm like, that's crazy.
Having the
Babysit.
cats is one of the reasons why I might not have kids.
Yeah.
This sick cat that I have, I'm like, this is fucking nuts.
I'm on the road too much. I feel like I'm in a building phase. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I like kids, and I just like all our TikToks. She saves TikToks of just babies, and we just watch. babies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I love them. So we'll see.
I love babies too. I really love
babies.
them.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm not a big fan.
Well, thank you for doing it.
Thank you guys.
This was so fun.
Lizzy, anything you want to plug real quick?
Just follow me on Instagram, Lizzy Cassidy.
Thank you guys for listening. Great app. The uncut version, patreon.com/WHGS. Thank you for making the nation of bottoms strong through your donations. Sorry, I was trying to come up with a pun. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Are we doing a babe of the week?
I think it's time for a WHGS Babe of the Week.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
And guess what? I'm smelling something in the air. It seems like things are smelling a bit milfy today. Oh my God. Today, our Babe of the
Oh
Week
my God!
is Christina.
Hi, Christina.
She's in the Philadelphia suburbs. She's a 40-year-old late in life queer.
Look at that photo, by the way. Just the most tasteful cleavage from this mama. Those milkers, you can barely see them, but you know they're there. Sorry, you haven't said a word about this woman, and I'm commenting on her
She's
tits.
a late in life queer, a divorced MILF, and psychiatric nurse.
Ooh, she can take care of you when you have a
yeah.
breakdown.
Oh,
Gay.
yeah.
Gay, are you feeling suicidal? Then cuddle on up to mommy.
She's
No one loves you like mommy loves you.
She's she's earnest, goofy, sex positive, open-minded.
Wait, you're telling me the woman that took that photo is sex positive? That's crazy.
She's self-professed Amelia Bedelia in the streets and a Harley Quinn in the sheets. Oh my Lanta.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, this psychiatric nurse is the craziest person alive.
Shocking.
Interest, submitting stories to WHGS, embarrassing my kids, crying and naps. Seeking
Crying.
a fellow tall and earnest babe / idiot. Hookups are cool, but
/ idiot. Tall idiot.
Tall
Is she
idiots.
talking about me?
hookups are cool, but companionship is way better. And if you like Christina here, listener, her Instagram is at SteenyCat. That's spelled STEANYCAT.
Meow.
Oh my. Christina is our WHGS Babe of the Week.
Just looking at Christina, I can tell she's gonna fuck up your life.
If you want to submit yourself to the WHGS Babe of the Week, please email us your name, a short bio, some photos.
This was really good.
And handles where you would like people to reach you
Yeah.
to WHGSpodcast
And
at
listener,
gmail.com.
please follow up on any success stories.
Yes.
Okay? We want to hear about how you got fingered, especially if it comes through the WHGS, You're Having Gay Sex channels
Yes.
from your donation.
Yes. But for now, go hit up Christina, listeners. And thanks for listening.
Get rocked to sleep by Mummy.